Airline travel will be more of a headache than usual as new FAA flight restrictions kick in this morning. So airlines at these 40 airports across the country that you see right here, including SeaTac, need to cut flights to help with the air traffic controller shortage caused by the government shutdown. FlightAware reporting more than 800 flights canceled nationwide so far. We don't know if it's all related to the cuts, but we're heading out to Sean Chitness at SeaTac Airport right now. And Sean, we're already seeing possible impacts of this flight reduction.
Bill, we are. We know that there are around 27 cancellations here at SeaTac. That's been pretty steady all morning, under 30, but not necessarily the amount of cancellations we would see on a typical day otherwise. But as you said, it's unclear if those are all or in part because of this request by the FAA for those airlines to cut flights. Talking to passengers over the last few hours here, they seem to be taking it pretty well. If they've made it here to the airport, it's usually a good sign. That means the airline did not make any changes to their flight, and they're able to keep going with their journey. But again, we are watching the situation here, and throughout the morning we have been seeing the number of cancellations locally remain at the same level, and that is again for the new FAA request to cut travel. That is still unclear. The major airlines decided already which flights they need to cancel for today, in some cases through the weekend. That is hundreds of flights altogether across the country. While the FAA asked the airlines to reduce their flights by 10% at those 40 major airports, they're only cutting 4% to begin. They'll work their way up to 10 over the next week by next Friday. Airport staff has told us that the nature of most of the flights coming in out of Seattle seems to be helping keep cancellations low, given that there are around 1,300 flights that come in and out of Seattle each day.
We haven't seen an impact for us here. It's been pretty much a normal day. The numbers are pretty low from a wait time standpoint, those kinds of things. The airlines have done a really good job of alerting people ahead of time before they get here, so there's not folks that are standing in the terminal wondering what's going to be up with their flight. They know before they show up.
So the FAA says that these cutbacks are needed to relieve pressure on air traffic controllers who have been working without pay for more than a month now. They're pulling 6-day work weeks, in some cases with overtime, and so more workers are calling out. All the major airlines, though, have offered up a flexible travel plan of some sort or the option to get a refund because of the new request from the FAA. So if you want to look to make changes into any of your flights that you've already booked or choose just not to fly, that is usually an option for you, even if you have a non-refundable ticket. In this case, you should be able to get a refund. And once again, the advice to all travelers is to keep checking your flight status before you get here. And then, of course, remember that the airline should be contacting you directly if they do decide to make a change to your flight. Live at SeaTac Airport, Sean Chitness, Fox 13 News.
The White House says these flight reductions will continue until the government reopens. Fortunately, a vote on another measure to reopen the government is scheduled for today. It may include a guaranteed vote on Obamacare subsidies, something Democrats have been pushing for. But just because they vote on it doesn't mean Republicans plan to pass it. Many Democrats are pressing Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer to hold the line.
Keep doing it, and we've got to deliver a win.
I think that there is no reason to surrender now, every reason to stand firm.
I'm less optimistic this morning than I was yesterday.
It's unlikely that Republicans will be able to muster the 60 votes they need to pass the funding bill.